Hello everyone, and welcome to this part of my Empire Darthmod France late campaign Let's Play. So, these guys strangely haven't rebelled yet, even though there were workers rioting, I should say, the previous turn, and well, basically I didn't do anything else. So, and they're still unhappy, so for all intents and purposes, they should be rioting by now. So I'm just gonna make them pay full tax, because apparently it doesn't matter to them. Anyway, I'm still recruiting Navy. There we go, next turn might be able to do something. Here in Paris, I've recruited units, but I need more of them to be able to combat, let's see, these guys, or strike back, I guess. Let's see, I'm just taking a look at the path. Okay, I have to go all the way around there. Fair enough. Let's see. I think I will take some of these men right here. And have them join the assaults. I'll just merge some of them. And have them join the assaults on Turin, trying to regain it. Well, actually, I don't really want war in Genoa, anyway. Yeah, why not? Anyway, I don't really want to be at war with Genoa anyway. Oh, more guys we can trade with. I'm not saying no to that. So let's see, Genoa. You got what you wanted, right? No, apparently not. Well then. So just trying to straight out a few more deals. Let's see, I think that was my port strain to capacity. Not too much boost in income because of, well, this and this right here. And as I said previously, that's why we need a navy. Because Britain are quite good at this when it comes to naval combat, at least. So, I think I will take this army and just have a quick battle down here. Just, well, basically what they do best to me. And then attack this little army right here. I think I'll risk an auto-resolve. There we go. So they're into Bavaria, and they should be easier prey. Not easy. Not for the AI, but easier prey. Okay, wow. Okay, Bavaria is actually under siege. Huh. No, I do not wish to declare war. I want to just aid my allies. Is that too much to ask about? To ask for? Might be able to make it on time, might not be. Anyway, Hanover. We still don't have the strange strength to be able to pierce this defense. Two pretty much full armies, and maybe a third one coming in from Dresden, so no. That's not a good idea at all. So I actually think we've done what we can for this turn. And in the Americas, well, same as usual. Yep. And yeah, I should probably repair this, but I can't afford it. This is still heavily undefended. But still can't do much about it. Port blockaded, well, give me something I don't know. So, ending the turn, let's see if the AI does anything fancy. Probably not. Of course, now I get some views into India, seeing that I'm trading with both the Marathas and the Mughals. I think I am, at least. Well, at least the Mughals. Barbary states. Being barbarian. i.e. doing what they do best. Peace treaty. Well, I've done that one before. Actually, no. No one's doing something, apparently. Okay, raiding. That's original. That's incredibly original. Yes, of course I will do this. So, my guess is that I have to engage that army. Which I'm fine with. Because I think I'll win that engagement. But it's just another battle in Hanover. Not on that particular battlefield, which we're so familiar with, but still in the same region. And I'm probably just gonna have to keep my units alive, or my garrison alive, and just keep on until I gain enough money to be able to field more armies. And the key to that is to have, well, actually be able to control some of the trades by actually allowing my trading ports to not be blockaded by the British 24/7. And yeah, so that's why I'm prioritizing building a navy. So if you had any questions on why I didn't build so many land units as opposed to naval units, that's the reason. Eventually I will be able to. God damn it. Was it Württemberg? Goddamn Württemberg. So, now my ally is knocked out of the war. Well, basically they don't exist anymore. And Württemberg, they can't be an ally. Because they are an ally with Austria, the Iroquois, and Genoa. So, they're allied with 3 guys who hate me. Instead of just 1. But there's one major in there. So now these guys are back here. Well, have some money, but once again I can't use those gold coins for that. I have to use them elsewhere first. Here, more precise. So 1 first rate, a Razi, another Razi, and a third Razi. So, 6 second rates. I probably should win this, but knowing the auto-resolve in this, I will actually fight it on the battlefield. Which will involve a lot of downtime while we wait for the ships to actually catch some wind in the sails. Which might take a while, as we've seen previously. In the last part, for example. Suvorov? Yeah, Suvorov might be the... oh, of course. I just recorded part of Napoleon Total War campaign, so... I was going to say Suvorov might be one of the important generals of that, but if you're not watching that campaign, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So ignore that. But if you are, well, now we know. I think the Suvorov is the Russian important general. Or, yeah. I think he is. At least historically he is. But I think he died, actually, in the early 19th century. Like, very early. I don't think he ever fought Napoleon. Anyway. All them guns. Which is what these guys actually calls those cannons. Well, what we call cannons is what they used to call guns. I watched an interesting documentary yesterday, which was on the development of artillery. Of course, it was an American documentary, so it was very much, well, we Americans invented this, so, well, this is what we Americans used. Yeah, they mentioned something about the Napoleon, the cannon designed by Napoleon III, and was basically Napoleon III was a French emperor, and that's what we care about. What we care about really is that it was used in the Civil War, and yeah, that was it. But my point being is that you have really 3 kinds of artillery, which of course I knew, but the point was that those that are shooting just straight on, like flat shooting, like these guys are, they are actually called guns. So these rifles and muskets, we now call them guns, but originally the artillery, this artillery, was called guns. But you also have the howitzer and the mortar. That's the 2 other kinds of artillery. So a small tangent there, and of course I failed to press the fast forward button, which I probably should have done. So when I finished that tangent, I might actually have been engaging the enemy. But alas. Actually, we have the opportunity to capture a first rate here. Okay. Guerrier. Huh. Guerre. I know guerre is war in French. So is this warrior? Guerrier? I think so. Pretty certain. That certainly is a possibility. Okay, go on the outside. So, warrior in front, he's going to get pretty wounded. It's my guess. Oh, it's raining. Well. Ironically, I was on fire there for a second. And there we go, the Razzie is engaged. Or we are engaged with the Razzie. Once again, we are on fire in the middle of a rainstorm. Also, naval battles, as we've seen previously, they do take a lot of time. So I think this battle is actually best fought on double speed. I think that might actually be a good idea. Another thing that might be a good idea is to take these guys and try to surround a bit. I haven't actually tried that yet. Well, I have tried it, but I haven't actually done that in any campaigns of mine, which might be a foolish idea, come to think of it. Okay, now we might benefit from the usual speed. Speaking of speed, let's speed this up. Let's speed this vessel up. There we go. That line can go like that. Okay, this Razzie is rendered and on fire, so knowing my luck, it will explode, making these guys catch on fire, and explode, making these guys being set on fire, and so on and so on. So let's try to avoid that, and in the meanwhile try to get these guys into the ship's firing line, or line of fire, I guess. Firing line is the unit formation, so try to keep that separate. This is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, and the warrior is routing once again. These guys, on the other hand, Themistocles, something, is it's damaged. But it is firing back at least. So that's something. Okay, I need many ships with this guy in their line of fire. Okay, so I need you guys to basically be here. Yeah, that's actually a good position. Now you guys over there. Try to get you guys to turn. So basically, well, now we have 4 guys pounding this one target. And that will most, well, hopefully have an effect pretty soon. So, we're going about. And we'll be able to take some shots at this guy. Okay, this ship is still up and running. That's pretty good. Ooh, this first raid is taking quite a beating, actually. I wouldn't want to be the crew on that one. Not on this one. Or, well, basically I wouldn't want to be the crew of any naval vessel during this period, to be honest. Okay, these guys are routing and will probably surrender pretty soon. And of course, they keep sailing and is now in the line of fire. And they have surrendered and will keep being there as a barrier. Great. These guys are getting hit. But you guys should be pretty demoralized by now, to be honest. 67 guns left, and a third of your crew dead. For a second there, it looked like I couldn't even build up a broadside. That was a bit weird. Let's see, and hold there. Or is that the wrong ship? That was the wrong ship. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Still though. Not shaken, well it's shaken, but not routing, not even wavering. And these guys, well, okay, never mind, they are wavering now. Okay, they're trying to get close to these guys. Let's do that. This is Razzie firing. Okay. Let's go about and try to knock down their sails, so they won't be able to maneuver as much. So switch shot just as we go there, and turn off the fire at will just for a second, and fire at will. There we go. Almost knocked all of the sails off. And these guys should finish the job. Oh yes, they are wavering. These guys are wavering. Let's knock down their sails, because they definitely do not like that. These guys, well, we could take down the sails, or we could just try to sink them. So they aren't routing yet, but at least they're wavering. So I know that was only a few shots, but I think I'll prefer to keep them on fire at will. Well, this is actually quite stupid, because they're first rate, so they aren't that maneuverable at all anyway. Getting some shots in. Definitely no disadvantage. Of course, we have, well, we haven't lost any vessels. That's a good thing. None of my vessels actually sunk, but we have lost 1, 2, yeah, two ships to routing, basically. But the point being is that we will get them back because they haven't sunk yet. Even though I think was one vessel which was actually tilting a bit. I thought maybe. Yeah, I think it actually might have been this one, so never mind. It's still in good use. Nope, not this one either, so never mind. Just my imagination. Okay, go this way instead. You guys can go something like this. These guys are sinking. These guys are definitely sinking. Wow. Okay, so they are out of the game. And that only leaves the first rate. Okay. Well, it's soon to be 3 ships who are struggling a bit. That's okay. Okay, let's get you guys over here. This might not be the best of ideas, actually. Oh well. Oh, these guys returned from routing, and they are getting screwed over by this Razzie. Okay then, but you're gonna get screwed over by my cannons, bitch. Come on, still wavering? Let's go for the sails next time. Because now they have wind in them, and that makes them quite maneuverable. Okay. And you should be able to get up on their side. Turn around a bit. Turn around. Broadside right. Not reloaded. Definitely not. And it's routing. And I won. I won. Yes. And that should give me a first rate. Heroic victory. Well, maybe. I mean, they did have a first rate, but they had a couple of Razzies. And I had loads of second rates, but you saw what happened to them. Oh. So, some of them sank. Let's see. Come on. Razzie, and god damn it, the first rate sunk. Or I escaped for some reason. Oh, maybe I didn't make them just straight out surrender, so maybe I... That's annoying. Maybe I'll let the first rate escape. But I think I won't bother taking these guys into the army. I'd rather have the prize money. Apparently not. Apparently it is defeated. Surprisingly. So, this, I was going to say repair this, but it's actually not damaged, so there's no need for repairs. These guys, on the other hand, they do need a repair. Quite an expensive one. But that leaves me with some funds, which we'll be able to resupply these guys, at least partially, after this battle. Right here. Which will happen in the next part. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't have time for another battle. I have to go and do something else, shockingly. Do some boring real-life stuff. So, next part, this battle. And probably something else. I don't know, we'll see. So, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.